Good day, everyone. I'm so glad you could all make it to today's special event. I'd like to start by thanking all the students for making it this far. As we all know, this year's 8th graders experienced so many twists and turns throughout their time here at ECMSG. From going through the many changes with principals, changes in instructors, and the changes within the world. We all faced and overcame so many challenges, and we did it together. I remember the first time I stepped foot into ECMSG. I thought about how small it was compared to my old school. It was really different, and I came in with the mindset that I wouldn't be able to make friends. In retrospect, I realize now that it was a silly thought. I'm sure the majority of us can relate to that feeling and how naive it was too. We all made so many friends, and no matter the hardships, we overcame them. In 6th grade, everyone seemed to adjust to one another, and everything ran pretty smoothly. A highlight of my 6th grade year was the 6th grade camping trip. I had already made so many amazing friends, but this trip helped me understand them even more. We told scary stories at night and held fun conversations during break times. I also got to bond with my teachers and students from other classes. As 7th grade rolled around, the bonds I had made with those teachers slowly faded as they were replaced with new teachers. As sad as it was also a fun transition. Not because they were gone, but because after another amazing year of getting to know my new instructors, Mr. Limon and Mr. Seawalt, I had built new bonds with them. They challenged us during class and they cared for us deeply. This change also came with saying goodbye to most of our specialty teachers. And although it was hard to adjust to these changes, with many of my peers heartbroken and upset, that never took away from the fun times we shared. 7th grade was definitely a roller coaster, but little did we know, 8th grade was going to be an older, wooden roller coaster that screeched at every turn. 8th grade was pretty much the same story at first. We met our teachers and hit the books, or computers I should say. Except this time all 7th grade cohorts were mixed in with each other. Once again, my peers weren't very happy, but like before, we rode out the wave and we got through it. There were also a few new students this year, and everyone was ecstatic to meet them. Much like 6th grade, I enjoyed the 8th grade Yosemite camping trip. It was exciting being able to get away from home for a few days to relax with my friends. And once again, I not only bonded and connected with my peers, but I also bonded and connected with nature. Throughout the last few months of school came the sudden death of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. Then came the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Both events shocked the world and brought it to a standstill. Kobe's death kept us reminiscing about the past, and COVID kept us quarantined and wondering about the future. And as if it couldn't get any worse, the unjust murders of Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, and Breonna Taylor also happened during this time. We saw how protesters took to the streets and marched for justice to stand against police brutality and systematic racism and proclaimed that things need to change. Throughout all the struggles we faced over the course of our 3 years at ECMSG, from multiple changes in administration to a worldwide pandemic and civil unrest, we have been able to overcome them by adapting to our new situations and by speaking out. Through this journey, I have gained patience and understanding and learned that though the future might be unknown and scary, if I take my time to understand all that happens, I'll be prepared for what the world throws my way. And to the class of 2020, my hope is that you continue to fight for what you believe in and what is just. I hope that you all reach the highest education you can and pursue a career that will bring you joy as well as others. And ultimately, I hope that we can all strive to make a change for the betterment of our society and so future generations can live without fear. You've made it this far, and I know you can make it even farther. Congratulations, class of 2020.